Over the last 3 videos, we built a genuinely capable agent, a loop that thinks and acts, a port to every tool in the world, and a memory that finally survives the task. But there's a quieter piece holding all of that together, and it decides whether any of it actually works. Almost nobody gives it a name, so most people never tune it. You've been told the magic is prompt engineering. Write the one perfect instruction. That's not wrong. It's just a tiny corner of the real thing, and it quietly caps how good your agent can get. Because a model only ever sees one thing, the text you hand it right now. Everything it knows for this turn is on that desk, past the edges of it. As far as the model is concerned, nothing exists. And here's the bit that breaks people's mental model. That desk isn't set up once at the start. It's wiped blank and rebuilt from scratch every single turn of the conversation. Deciding what goes back onto that desk each turn, inside a hard limit. That is context engineering. And it turns out to be the lever that matters most. By the end of this, you'll know what's really inside that window, why piling more into it makes things worse, and how the pros pack it. No hype, no jargon wall. Let's get into it. Start with the uncomfortable truth this all rests on. The model itself remembers nothing. It is a function. Text in, text out. The instant a turn ends, it goes completely blank again. Picture a world-class expert with total amnesia. Every turn, they read one briefing page, answer one question, then forget you entirely. The next turn, fresh page, no memory of the last. That briefing page is the context window. Whatever you write on it is the agent's whole world for that turn. Its identity, the plan, what it just did. Not on the page. It doesn't know it, which means the same model, asked the very same question, can come back brilliant or useless. And the difference is decided only by what you wrote on the page in front of it. Now here's the leverage. You usually can't change the model. It's fixed, and retraining it is somebody else's billion-dollar problem. But the page? You control that completely, every turn. So the entire craft of making an agent better lives on that page, not inside the model. Writing it well is the real engineering, and it has almost nothing to do with one clever sentence. So what actually goes on the page? On a real working agent, the window gets assembled from about 5 ingredients. And remember, this assembly happens fresh on every single turn. 1. The system instructions. Who the agent is, the rules it follows, the goal it's chasing. These are the standing orders, pinned to the very top of every turn so they're never forgotten. 2. The tool definitions, the menu of what it can actually do. Each tool's name, what it's for, and the inputs it expects. This is exactly what we plugged in last video with MCP. 3. Retrieved memory, a handful of facts pulled out of that gold store from last episode. Your preferences, earlier decisions, who you are, fetched for this exact moment. 4. The history, the recent back and forth, plus the results of tools it already ran on this task, so it doesn't loop, repeat itself, or forget what it just learned 2 steps ago. And 5. The thing you actually typed, the current request, which when you see it laid next to everything else, is usually the smallest card in the entire window. Instructions, tools, memory, history, request. Stack all of that together, and that is the real prompt the model sees, not the one sentence you typed into the box. So prompt engineering tunes one of those cards. Context engineering decides all 5. What gets in, what stays out, and in what order they sit. That's the far bigger game. Get that mix right and something just clicks. The model has exactly what it needs sitting in front of it, and the answer comes out so clean it feels like the thing simply knows. Get the mix wrong and the very same model fumbles. Not because it got dumber, because you handed it the wrong page. Either it's missing the key fact, or that fact is drowning in noise. And there are really only 2 ways to get it wrong. You give it too little. It's missing something. Or the surprising one almost everyone underestimates. You give it far too much. Here's why too much is even possible. The window is finite. It's a fixed budget of tokens, little chunks of text, and every ingredient is competing for the same limited space. Tokens are just how models measure text, roughly a few characters each. The point is, you only get so many per turn, and once the page is full, something has to be left off. So every tool you bolt on, every memory you retrieve, every old message you keep, all of it spends from one shared budget. The desk only has so much surface, and everything wants a spot. And a fuller page is not free. You pay for every token, on every single turn. So a bloated context is slower and more expensive before quality has even entered the conversation. So everyone reaches for the same obvious fix. Just buy a bigger desk. Million token windows. Throw the whole code base, the whole history, everything in, and let the model sort it all out. And it sort of works. Right up until it doesn't. Because making the window bigger quietly makes a completely different problem worse. And this is where most people get burned. This is the part the slick demos skip. 4 ways the context quietly goes wrong, even when your storage is solid and your tools all work perfectly. 1. Context rot. As the window grows, the model's attention spreads thin across it. It tends to read the very start and the very end sharply, and skim the enormous middle. So a crucial fact can be technically in the window and still effectively invisible. You added more context and got worse recall. That's the trap hiding inside. Just make it bigger. 2. Tool overload. MCP made it trivial to plug in everything. But hand the model 50 tools at once and it gets slower to decide. And it reaches for the wrong one far more often. The fix is not more tools on the page. It's the right few for this specific task. Connecting a tool is cheap and easy. The model's attention is the genuinely scarce resource. 3. Conflicting context. Pull in an old note that contradicts a newer one, and the model has no clean way to tell which to trust. Irrelevant or stale detail doesn't just waste space, it actively drags answers off course. 4. And this is the scary one. Poisoned context. The moment you retrieve text from a web page or a document, a hidden instruction buried inside it becomes part of your prompt, and the model genuinely can't tell your instructions apart from the attackers. It may just quietly obey. This is prompt injection, the open, unsolved security problem of the whole agent era. Your context is only ever as trustworthy as the worst thing you allowed into it. Every extra token you add to that page is also one more door you've quietly left open. Put all 4 together and the whole lesson flips. The skill was never stuffing the window as full as it goes. It's curation, the right tokens, in the right order, and deliberately nothing else. That deserves a name, and the field has actually settled on one. Context engineering, the practice of deciding, every turn, exactly what the model is and isn't allowed to see. And it's the third sibling. Loop engineering designs the cycle. Memory engineering decides what persists across tasks. Context engineering assembles what's actually in front of the model, right now, this turn. So next time someone tells you it's all about the prompt, remember, the prompt is one card. Context engineering is the whole desk. That's the lever that actually moves your results. Let's watch all of this land on one tiny request. A customer support agent. The user types 4 simple words. Where is my order? The naive build just throws everything onto the desk. All 50 tools it might ever need. The entire conversation so far. The whole help center. Every article, just in case. The page is nearly full before it even starts to think. It's slow, it's expensive, and buried in all that clutter, it grabs the wrong tool and gives a vague, hedging non-answer. Now the engineered version. Exact same model, but this time we build the page on purpose, assembling only what this one turn actually needs. The system rules. The user's specific order, retrieved from memory. The single order tracking tool, not the other 49. And just the last couple of messages for context. A lean, clean page. It calls the right tool on the first try and answers in one line. Ship Tuesday, arriving Thursday. Faster, cheaper, and actually correct. Same model, same question, same tools available. The only thing that changed was what we chose to put in front of it. And that one choice is the entire job. If this is the kind of thing you want to genuinely understand, not just hear hyped on your feed, subscribe. We go one real layer deeper every single video. Fast recap. The model remembers nothing on its own. Every turn, you rebuild its entire world from scratch. And that assembled world is the context window. It's assembled from 5 things: instructions, tools, retrieved memory, history, and the request. That whole stack, not your one sentence, is the real prompt the model answers. They all share one finite budget. And past a point, more context buys you higher cost and worse answers: context rot, tool overload, distraction, and outright poisoning. So the real win was never a bigger window. It's curation. The right tokens, in the right order, and nothing else fighting for the model's attention. Loop engineering, memory engineering, and now context engineering. 3 levers on one agent, and this is the one you reach for on every single turn. But we quietly glossed over something big. We said memory just gets retrieved into the context. How does it pick the right facts to pull out of millions of possibilities? That's its own hard, half-broken problem. Next time, how retrieval actually works under the hood and why the RAG inside most apps is quietly lying to you. The loop, the tools, the memory, and now the page in front of it. We build this thing one desk at a time. See you in the loop.